Welcome to Coach Ray TV, where we're going to bring to you the super fight between Canelo Alvarez and Amir Khan, live from Las Vegas on May 7th, Cinco de Mayo weekend. Tune in. Coach Ray TV aquí con Saúl El Canelo Álvarez. Canelo, Amir Khan ha dicho que él se siente más cómodo subiendo de peso. ¿Tú sientes alguna preocupación por él, la subida de peso con él, de su fuerza, o estás preocupado por su velocidad?
No, más que nada estamos preocupados por todo, ¿no? Hay que hacer una gran preparación para esta pelea. Nos vamos a preparar muy bien para estar listos y no haya ninguna sorpresa.
El público dice que Mayweather tal vez le ha dado un blueprint o un plan al Amir Khan para poder derrotarte. Él fue tu única derrota en tu carrera. ¿Cómo tú te sientes de ese tipo de información que le está dando el Mayweather al Khan?
No, nada. Yo voy a hacer mi trabajo y ellos que hagan el suyo, y el 7 de mayo veremos qué es lo que pasa.
Muchas gracias, Canelo.
Gracias.
Amir, you are the taller, and you are the little bit longer fighter. But when it comes to size, it seems that most people can see that Canelo is a lot bigger. What kind of sparring are you bringing in for training and preparing yourself to fight a much bigger man?
We got very good heavier guys. Virgil has a list of some names. I'm very bad with names. Getting punched in the head all your life, I mean, you forget a lot of things. But Virgil's got a list of names that he wants me to spar with, and these guys are going to push me back. We have a really good stable, and also having people like Andre Ward in the camp who can, just help you, talk to you about a few things. So we have a very good camp, and also we're going to have a very good couple of very good sparring partners coming into camp and helping me. My reputation, Virgil Hunter's reputation is on the line for this fight.
Are you worried at all about speed that Canelo might bring to the table, or you're a lot faster than him?
Yeah, I mean, look, I know I'm a lot faster than him, and it's just we just have to be very smart about it, and we can't really make mistakes because he's also quick and he's also very powerful with the speed, so we know what to expect.
We saw Tyson Fury.
Coach Ray TV here with none other than the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar, the last time we've had a Mexican fighter of this magnitude, Canelo Alvarez, was back in the days of Julio Cesar Chavez. For the Mexican Americans, we have Oscar De La Hoya. And for the Philippines, we've had Manny Pacquiao. How important is this fight for Canelo to come out on top?
Well, I mean, look, it's always a lot of pressure for a fighter. Whether you're from the Philippines, whether you're American, whether you're Mexican, you always have that pressure of performing, for the people, for the world. One thing about fighters is that when you step inside the ring, there's no nationality. I mean, you belong to the world. You belong to the world, and they expect for you to perform. So, Amir Khan has a lot of pressure. Canelo has a lot of pressure, especially from his country. The Mexicans, they want him to perform and look spectacular, and the history of Mexican boxing, is weighing on him. You have the great Julio Cesar Chavez, Salvador Sanchez, and the list goes on and on and on. So, you always want to be, as a young fighter, you always want to be the better, the best, and so there's a lot of pressure, but at the same time, that's what they fuel off of.
And Oscar, one more question: if Canelo Alvarez in this fight seems to be the bigger guy, and a lot of people, when they found out about this fight, thought that maybe he is a little bit too big, and they feel it's kind of like a mismatch. Do you think this is a mismatch in any way?
No, none whatsoever. I mean, when I actually saw Amir Khan next to Canelo, it validated my point that this is not a mismatch whatsoever. Amir Khan is bigger than Canelo. When you see him in the press conference, you're going to see the size difference. Amir Khan's taller, he's thicker. Amir Khan said it best. Look, this is the weight class that I belong in. This is where I feel strong. This is where I feel fast. They're not fighting at 160. They're fighting at 155. So this is going to be an advantage for Amir Khan, I believe, because Canelo's a thick guy. He has thick legs, a thick neck, but the fact that he has to stick around at 155, I think it's going to be a big advantage for Amir Khan.
Amir Khan thinks his fans are going to outdo the Mexican fans on fight night. Oscar, what do you think about that one?
Man, I mean, we have our hands full. Let me tell you, because when we were in Europe, I mean, they came out. I mean, like there was no tomorrow. I mean, they came out, and the legions of fans that he has in Europe were incredible. And I'm sure a lot of UK fans are gonna cross the pond here and support Amir Khan. So it's gonna be very interesting because Cinco de Mayo weekend. I mean, it's gonna be one of those events where you just don't want to miss.
You heard it here directly from Canelo Alvarez, Amir Khan, and Oscar De La Hoya. We look forward to May 7th fireworks on Cinco de Mayo.